Why is there no audio yet? But there we go. Yeah, let's get my mouse cursor off that. And let's get my stream sent everywhere. Set that up. That's fine. I don't. Oh, why did that happen? Hold on. Okay, so send that there. I do see messages now. Just make sure everything is set up properly. Okay, that looks like it's in frame. I don't like this green stuff in the background. Get that off my display. What happens if I... Because I only want... What if I want to have on stream only my... Oh, it does it that way. That'll do. I feel like that's slightly better. Still a lot of black box on stream, but it's better than what I have to look at when I play this. So let me see how this looks like. Oh, it doesn't change this. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Yes, it does, because I'm a minute behind. Hold on. Yeah, no, it still shows everything. Why does it show? I'm trying to crop it so it doesn't show the stuff up here. And it's still showing stuff up there. Okay, whatever. It works. We play. We progress. So last stream I did the first gym. This is my party so far. Everything's pretty much evenly leveled. I don't need orange berries for the next segment. I'll save it for the next gym battle. We'll conserve my resources. And now we're going to the next town. actually. Instead of leading with Purloin right now, let's level up Oshawott a little bit. And Patrat's gonna get replaced by the next best thing I have. Right now, Patrat's only in my party because I'm not using this. What happened to the? There should be audio going. Did it change devices? What happened? Oh, it changed to my controller. Why did it do that? Okay. Yeah, the audio just went to my controller. That's plugged in. Okay. Speaking of, I gotta move my controller wire. Honestly, I can probably unplug my controller. I'm not using it for anything here. I don't know why it's plugged in. I'm not. I left it in for when I use remote play, but I am not using remote play. I am using an emulator on PC, so I don't have any reason to use a controller. I'm using a keyboard. The hold to sprint in this game was a choice. And having there be no option, like in even Soul Silver, they had an orange box you could click in, and then you would always be running. I don't know why they got rid of that. They went for the nostalgia bait of having. Hold on, so I'm just trying to think of like in the mindset of them. There's like, oh, let's have nostalgia bait where we go back to Gen 2, Gen 4. No, this is Gen 3. No, Gen 3 is Emerald. This is Gen 4, right? Because Gen 5 is black and white. Yeah, Gen 4 is Platinum and Soul Silver games. So they're being nostalgic of going to mods that were in Gen 4 that pretty much ran it because Railu was like a hidden thing, very rare. Hi Bianca. I'm not gonna complete the Pokedex, this is just a playthrough. I forgot how much yapping is in black and white games. I feel like if I'm ever gonna Nuzlocke or speedrun any game, black and white, both the black and whites. I was gonna say I don't know which one, but no, both the black and whites. No point in tail whipping. Nah, I never do that. I hurt more than that. And now I have a reason to use a Poke. I do not have my buttons muscle memorized. I can click my B bind instead of my A bind. Actually, I don't know why tail whips. The swap here is Marie. worst special attacker. I don't know how much damage this does. I'm either gonna should I swap. I should probably swap out just to play it safe. That doesn't matter. Great crit. I got lucky. That was my first crit of the run. First crit of the game. Okay. Those are both new. So I used Scolipede in my black and white playthrough. I kind of want to use Swaddle. Even though, no, Swaddle is kind of weak. I do know Swaddle is weak. That's kind of the issue there. Now I gotta kill Scolipede. Can't let that roll out build up. This doesn't want to get caught. I feel like this thing should not be as difficult to catch. But this is going to be my Patrat replacement. No, it's not, because it's also grass type, never mind. Okay, why are you so difficult to catch? You better have like the best nature I've ever seen. Alright, I forgot that. Bug on Grace. I was not thinking typing, I'm just thinking I want to catch this thing and be as annoying as possible, but this thing is just beating me to the annoying part. Just get in the fight. Okay, but actually, why the fuck is this thing so hard to catch? Why? Just why? Please get paralyzed. Are you crit on me? I've seen my fourth crit of the run before I've caught this thing. Why is this thing's catch rate so low? What? This is the most random mod to give a low catch rate to. I'm gonna have to kill it. I don't have a choice. This thing literally asked for me to kill it. It doesn't want to get caught. I tried. Sorry, buddy. Honestly, it might kill me. It might actually wipe me. Nope. What's Consport doing? That's still a speed, right? Yeah, it's... No. Oh, okay. I just wanted to catch something and it almost killed me for it. Oh, I have a gym badge. I should probably see what new stuff I have in the Poké Center now. Because I don't remember the progression. It's Great Ball now. I don't know if I should grind levels here. This would be a good spot to do it though. I don't know, when I start struggling I'll start grinding levels, but I think my evenly leveled out team is enough for now. My Patrat's a weak link, but... That's the minus if you're gonna keep doing that, honestly, on Thunder Wave, it's fine. Oh, I forgot you do that. Do I have anything that does damage over time? I don't have Leech Seed, I don't have Poison, I don't have Burn. I'm trying to think of all the things I could do to Special Attacker. Murray being a special attacker is my way out here to not get defense curl spammed. That is my out. Still a little slow, but honestly, you know, I'm gonna swap it to Patrat just to give him some XP. You should survive any hit that's thrown at him, especially if it defense curls. Especially if it defense curls. I can just attack him. Just in case, because oh, I forgot the pursuit. That should be fine, yeah. I completely forgot about that pursuit until I just watched it use it. There we go, 2 levels. Focus energy. This is my most hated move yet. This is such a wasted waste of a turn. The only like use for that move is like bide. If you're playing against like a Patrat that's using bide or what's a common bider? I mean, that's a lot of normal types that just use bide because they're really bulky. Your bides, your counters. That's about it though. I don't remember what this fight is. Growl won't do anything here, these are special attackers. Let's see if I get Thunder Wave or something. Let's see what my luck looks like. Not that lucky. Okay, so they're just gonna... So I'm gonna try to go for as close of a one-shot as I can. And then whatever this Purloin targets, I'm gonna double attack. Because Bide's random, right? Bide's always random. And Bide's all damage, right? Bide isn't like counter where it has to be physical damage. Does Bide work about the same one? I don't know which one to target actually. Please be the right one. Nice. They don't have a lot of health, so Bite should do a lot. Thank you. Wait, that's the first game where they've also given you Great Balls, right? Usually they just give you your 10 Pokeballs and be like, you're on your own, buy the rest. Holy, yep. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 oh, yep. That's a little different. But yeah, I should go back and catch some stuff in the previous area. I don't think I want to use a Swabloon really. I'm trying to think of what there was Swabloon and Venipede there. So it's probably gonna be some bug types there. It's probably gonna be like the loop pool is probably gonna be something like Sunkern, Venipod, Swabloon, and like something else. But try that makes sense actually. Is this just the same as or same as the other spot? I'll do one more encounter in the green grass and then go see what's in the blue. Perla, yeah, this is pretty much the same encounters. I would find if I went up and up. For the new encounters, I need Amazing Light on Dark type. To be fair, I don't know if that would have one-shot, and if I got a flinch there, that wouldn't have hurt. Still, I forgot Dark is not very effective against Dark. Ah, my least favorite Pokemon, Pidove, which I unironically might end up using as my flyer this run. Cause what was my flyer in my last game? I think I tried to make it Swanna or Ducklet. This might be the run I actually use Pidove, even though I hate Pidove with a passion. I want to swap just because I'm -2 on defense, so I'm -1 on 2 mons. So instantly I already see a problem with this team. These two have a weakness to flying. So I'm gonna need to swap one of these two out. I'm honestly leaning towards Railu just because I'm gonna be X and Y is the next game on the list, I believe. Actually, hold on, where is my list? can't pull it up on my current setup. Never mind. Yeah, my current setup does not allow me to display it, but I can actually. I'll just go for it. My list of Pokemon games. Pokemon X in the next game, yeah. You don't deserve a great ball, you're not a great Pokemon. Probably gonna swap that's what this clever to. Just catch it. Okay, why is these are the weirdest Pokemon to struggle to catch with too. Like Swadloon and Pidove have a low catch rate? Really? Of all things? I feel like X and Y is gonna be the game I'm the most bored of, because that's like when I started falling off interest in Pokemon. I still beat... Hold on, actually let me go through these games and see when I stopped, because I used to beat every single game of every single generation. Like I would... Black and White, I had both copies, I beat both games. Black and White 2, I had both copies, I beat the game twice, but I never went back and replayed. Those are the... Black and White, I did replay a few times. Black and White 2, I only played the 2 times and I stopped replaying it. That one I didn't like that one didn't really have much replayability. Which I guess right now I'm replaying it, and I'm seeing why I didn't replay it much. This beginning segment's a little stacked. Well, it's a little like power crept. It feels like it really wants you to grind at the beginning, and also you have to kind of play a certain way or you're gonna struggle. It's very it's very linear in the team building aspect so far. Alright, I guess I have to use a Great Ball, which is... You're still gonna magically find a way to get out of, because for some reason your catch rate's low. I don't understand why, but... Alright, that was gonna be the run I use my least favorite Pokemon, Pidove. Admittedly, he's not the worst Pokemon. I just hate Pidove. Oh, no, that's bad. Hold on. Converse Bird Fit? I don't know if there's enough characters. There we go. Do I get an auto? I'll catch it. No, actually, I should kill it. Right? That's level 2, I'll catch it. It's probably not going to be a lot of XP. static procs. Nice. This thing carried me in my black and white playthrough, but I will not reuse it. Even if I get the regenerator ability, which I got, that's a lucky pull. I'm pretty sure that's the hidden ability. I just got very lucky in my black and white playthrough. It was Pokemon Black. I keep saying black and white because of the generation, but it was Pokemon Black. Let's see what I got for Dove. Ability Healer. I forgot what that does. What is Healer? May heal an ally status condition? Is that... how does that... how? Like during combat? Randomly while I'm walking around? Google time? Oh. Oh. So there's a 30% chance it heals the status condition of the Pokemon next to it. So it's a double battle gimmick. It's one of those double battle gimmicks that they introduced. Okay. I doubt that sees much use. Wait, why is that red? Hold on. Status? Pokemon info status. Okay, I thought that had something in it, but unfortunately... Okay. Hold on. I gotta remember to move Pokemon. I forgot how annoying and tedious they made old gen games to move your Pokemon around. Super low. Wait, super. Is that what I think it is? Are you serious? They gave this thing super luck? Also, that nature is brutal. I have a tanky bird. They gave Pidove super luck? I forgot about that. That's stacked. I don't know if it keeps it when it evolves, but that's like one of the things that make Honchkrow one of my favorite birds is super luck, and they have to give it to this fucking thing. Okay, I need to take a pee. I will be right back. I'm Bayak. Wait, don't I have to do the fashion contest thing? Or no? Can I skip this part? No, okay. I'm pretty sure that that is actually necessary to progress later. Go catch a Magmite. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a couple levels now that I think about it. So I wanna go, because I could do the gym battle, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need some XP. How do I get to you? Not from here, okay. Okay. Why though? Of all the exchanges to do, Polka for Great Ball, because like that's just like just in the mid range where it's like I guess. Why not? Okay, I don't have cut, so I can't do anything to you. Sure. Are you serious? Oh. And I didn't get my static proc by the way, so I'm gonna point that out. +1 should be enough. Alright. Awful. How much +1 do for you? How much healing is that? That's decent actually. Just gotta hope I don't flinch too many times. Can I crit? Can it be my turn with the crit? I don't think it's gonna be. Let's go back and heal. Oh yeah, Magmite's another nostalgia bait. They really like from Black and White. They went from like introducing all the new Pokemon, like pretty much Black and White. I don't think there was any. There wasn't really many mods from previous generations until like later into the game. Like I'm pretty sure the late game had some, but like Black and White very much leaned into using that generation of Pokemon. And so far playing Black and White 2, I feel like I'm just using every other generation's Pokemon. I'm like my team does not look like a Black and White team. Besides, like half my team is literally previous gen mons. Can't really do much to the Magma in this team. This is where Tepig would have been a good starter. This is the one spot I would actually want Tepig. Oh, ain't that annoying? Won't it paralyze me too? Sonic Boom is actually a spooky move. I was gonna say I was gonna use Magmite as a replacement for Mareep. Which I might just for this gym battle. Like, this gym battle, I'm definitely gonna use him, but I can't evolve him into Magmite until the 5th gym. Well, technically the 6th gym. Because I have to do it in the cave on the way to the 6th gym. From Dirtville? Also, can I snap out of confusion? It's been 3 turns. Thank you. Well, that's alright. Alrighty. This is a perfect time to test if electric types can be paralyzed, actually. Because I think that was introduced in X and Y, but I'm unsure. Is this the game where electric types can still be paralyzed? It is. Okay. I'm pretty sure X and Y is when they introduced that new mechanic. I'm gonna bring it to yellow and then throw a Great Blue at it. Dude, Sonic Boom is spooky in the early game. That move alone is probably gonna sweep the gym for me. Watch it be Thunderwave now? I don't use it. Oh, or that. Yeah, it's useless because Thundershock and Sonic Boom. Alright, I'm just gonna try to get him. I'm gonna try to catch this thing. I do feel like Magmite. Well, because I won't have as much paralyzed power as Mareep does. Because Thundershock can paralyze, but Mareep just has Thunder Wave, which is just better. I'm just gonna call it Magnet. Also, what is it tracking for my battery there? Because I remember it's 4 bars on the actual DS, which it'll track your battery for you, but I'm on a PC. What is it tracking? Is it going off my mouse and keyboard, maybe? No. That could also just be there as a placeholder. It doesn't look like it's lined up properly. And I don't think the time is correct either. Hold on. Oh no, it is. The time is what's on my PC. Well, my PC time is incorrect because too lazy to fix the time zone on it, and I don't really use my PC to keep track of time anyways. Elekid. Oh wait, I didn't even. I just went to heal. I didn't even use the mag. Elokid. Is Elokid better than magnetic? No. Can't remember his fucking name. I can't remember his name. No. Magnetic is the second form, then it's... I am actually blinking on that? I called him Magnet, now I can't. So how's it say? Magnemite. How did I forget Magnemite? Magnemite. Oh, low kick already is gonna make me useless. Because there's not really a lot of heavy Pokemon until like later game. Maybe the Ice Gym? Because I guess Excadrill. Low kick wouldn't be bad against Excadrill. Right, the fifth gym battle, which that's usually a common problem during runs. Cause the first gym's well, the first gym you wouldn't have him anyways. Second gym is poison, you wouldn't use fighting into poison. Third gym, what is the third gym in this game? And no, he actually put Magnemite in Mataim this time. I keep pressing the wrong button. PC gaming. What does T do? I don't know what T does. T is Y, right? So it's selecting something. Sturdy. I'm not gonna really see Sturdy used, especially this early game. I don't think there's many one shots, so Sturdy's kind of useless here. Oh, that nature's insane though. Ooh, we got a special attack nature as an electric type. Whew. This thing's gonna be a demon. I see it already. I really don't have a consistent answer if I run to electric type yet, do I? Ooh, that. Finally, a Gen 5 Pokemon. There hasn't been many of them. Yeah, this game is very weirdly nostalgic. I think I've said it many times. At this point, it really is just weirdly nostalgia bait. That's lucky. I got Thundershock and a 10% chance to paralyze. Unless it's not 10% in this game, but usually, I think it's 10% usually. It's 30% on stuff like Thunder, but usually those moves are 10% to paralyze. With Thunder, I know it's 70 accuracy, a bunch of power, and then also 30% chance to paralyze. And that's why you're the worst bird. Okay, this paralyze is not really kicking in. This thing does not care about the paralyze at all. Okay, I know this thing has flame body. I'm just gonna swap it to Russian one and kill this thing. That should be with 2 or 3 shot boosts. Watch this burn. Oh yeah, I forgot it's speed tied, right? The escape manual. Yeah, I was gonna try to run. And I think something got mistake. Confused. I'll play into the second gym. I want to at least get some progress done. I went to the bathroom and then, oh, let me talk to you again. You moved. Pretty huge item to give me before the first gym. That's insane, actually. Honestly, this one is one of the more. This Pokemon game so far is one of the most boring early games. Counter's not gonna do anything. Honestly, that's fine. I think I'm dead here anyways. Bye, Railu. Or not. That should be fine. What does this do again? Oh. That's too specific. Like, I feel like for PvP, that move would be, like, a good read. But, like, in a literally PvE moment, PvE thing, yeah. You're better off just, like, either doing a setup move if you know the AI is gonna do that, or just playing like you would normally for the most part. You literally just use a setup move or a heal turn or whatever else you're doing. Patronus. Does he have a fighting type move yet? Probably just counter at this point, right? Oh, perfect. I can just do this. Don't you give me something? I forget what you give me. Rock Smash. That's a TM now in this game? I forgot they turned that into a TM. Why would I even use that? I feel like Rock Smash loses relevance as a move in general after the first gym. Like maybe the Ice Gym you could argue, but I feel like there's just better ways to nuke through Ice types than a 40 power move that might lower defense. Is that just like a random personality test just put into the game? Understandable. much accuracy is supersonic in this gym? Because usually it's like 60 or 70 accuracy. Yeah, 55 is. Go back. Alright. I'm just gonna Thunder Shock the rest of the fight though. I'm not gonna try the 50-50 yet. Well, 45-50. Not 55-40, or 55-45, but yeah. Still, I'm not. Yeah, I can kill it in 2 turns instead of trying to get one kick off. How are you going to Evo your hunter? My hunter? Who? What are you talking about? What do you mean hunter? I don't have a hunter. Talk about hunter? No, I don't have a hunter either. Is Sonic Boom still disabled? Okay, it's still disabled. You missed Saw? I'm just confused. I don't know what you meant. I'm just confused what you meant by that. I am confused on. Wait, what's Supersonic's accuracy? Or not Supersonic. Sonic Boom 90? Oh. Okay. How are you doing there, Alexandros Lillis? You have a long name, I don't know what to call you. I don't know if you hear, but I think I got sick. You're doing good? You're doing good? That sucks. Yeah, I'm just continuing a series I started months ago. I'm basically playing every Pokemon gen up until I can't emulate it anymore. And I'm just doing normal runs and reviewing the games. This is like one of many series I've started. I have this, Devil May Cry, and I'm 112%ing Hollow Knight. Those are my 3 games I have as a goal in the background at the moment. And then just whenever I feel like it, I play Rivals. I streamed Rivals for 6 hours earlier. It was like half and half. It was like 3 hours of the new PvE mode and 3 hours of competitive. I ended up GM1. I don't know if you play Rivals at all, but I ended up in GM1. And now I'm playing Pokemon for a bit. I'm sick, so I was thinking to end it after I finished the first gym leader, or second gym leader. Cause I can feel myself being sick, but... You have finished all? You are in Ultra Moon right now? You have played Ultra Ruby, Pokemon Y, Black, Black 2, Platinum, Emerald, and Heart Gold. I gotta go back and look at my list. Let me go to my list of games. So far, I have done Pokemon Red, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, Soul Silver, and Pokemon Black. And then I'm on White 2. After White 2, I have Pokemon X, Omega Sapphire, Pokemon Sun, and then Pokemon Ultra Moon. And then my list ends there. Heart Gold was the best in your opinion? Okay, so that very much depends on your perspective on what the best is. Playthrough wise, absolutely terrible. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, in a playthrough is one of the easiest Pokemon games ever. Like, as far as like challenge goes, or like actual team building and stuff. Team building in that game is actually decent. You get a good amount of options in that game. The best part about Heart Gold Soul Silver is the end game. There's so much content at the end game. And there's 16 gym leaders, so like, but like the power creep is so bad in that game. Not the power creep, but like, you're level 30 and 40 by the time you get to the 8th gym, and then you have to go back and fight is it 8th or 7th gym? You have to go back and fight Team Rocket Grunts that are like still level 16 and 20 for some reason. It was just like a weird design choice and just a waste. I feel like it was just a waste of time at that point. I was like, what? But the end game is fun. But also the end game is unnecessarily grindy for fighting the red fight. Because you're also farming level 40s to get to level 80, and it's like at most you can do the Elite Four, and they're even that's slow because they're level 50 and 60. But like, as far as like play, like end game wise, Heart Gold and Soul Silver had the most because it had the Kyogre and Groudon, and then you could get Rayquaza. It had a pretty. I didn't really like the Safari. It was all right. It was a cool concept, but the Safari was kind of eh. They had it. What was the Pokemon that was unnecessarily rare? Was it Bagon? What is my favorite pseudo legendary? What's the difference between a normal legendary and a pseudo legendary again? Is pseudo legendary just like your Rayquazas, your the broken ones, like your Rayquaza, your Xerneas's. I forget what the difference between is Entei considered a pseudo legendary? I forget the difference between a pseudo and a normal legendary. Oh, you mean like not actual legendary? Okay, I have to remember the term. So like your Garchomp, your Aggron, your okay. What would be my favorite? Honestly, I love team building in Pokemon. So like it's hard to pick a favorite. I mean, Garchomp with rough skin is fun. Tyranitar Sandstream teams are pretty fun too. You're asking me to pick a favorite. Fuck. I guess my least favorite would be Aggron. Aggron's kind of like underwhelming. You would think he would be a good Pokemon, but like he really doesn't have much. Garchomp. Goodra, I haven't really used much Goodra. I'd have to use more Goodra to have an opinion. Because the only time I used a Goodra was very briefly is that X and Y? I don't really remember much about Goodra. I haven't used enough of him. What? See, the thing is, like, I love team building. Like, I just like that's my favorite part about Pokemon, is putting a weird team together or just like finding a synergy. So having me pick a favorite is hard. I don't know. I don't know. Design-wise, I'd say Aggron, but using Aggron, he's kind of terrible. He just is. I like his design. He's pretty cool, and especially his Mega. He is pretty cool, but as far as like usefulness, it's probably tied between like Tyranitar and Garchomp, because they both have their own gimmicks. Garchomp is just like a very aggressive Pokemon that has like basically a built-in Rocky Helmet, while Tyranitar is more on the tanky side. Like, he has some aggression, but he's more of like he's gonna chip away at you. I'm gonna have to look up pseudo legendaries to see what the whole list is, because I don't even remember what classifies as a pseudo. Isn't Corviknight? Corviknight, the steel flying type from Sword and Shield, is that considered a pseudo? Alright, what are all the pseudo legendaries? Oh, I forgot about Dragonite. Dragonite's a classic. Dragonite's way too simple though. I feel like that's Dragonite kind of fell off too. Because fairy types just kind of like Dragon types were very strong for a while, and then come fairy types, they just kind of fell off. Tyranitar. Ooh, Metagross. Metagross is pretty fun. I looked. Oh yeah. Oh, I see you're typing it right now. I looked it up myself, so I have this up in the background. Hydreigon was so disappointing. Oh, I wanted to like Hydreigon, but it was in one of the gens where pretty much everything evolved at level 50, so like you lost the hype of Hydreigon, and then on top of that, Hydreigon wasn't really that good. It just wasn't. Hydreigon was so disappointing. Like, Gen 5 in general was the worst about late evolutions. Like, everything was a pseudo-legendary at that point. And I was like, oh. It was just like, for one, everything evolved that late in Gen 5, and two, it wasn't a good pseudo. It just wasn't very good. It was so disappointing. Okay, what else? Garchomp, Goodra. Goodra I don't know. Komoo? I've never used a Komoo. I have no opinion on Komoo. Never used it, or if I did, I don't remember anything it does. So I have no opinion on Komodo. Dragapult, I didn't play that generation of Pokemon. I just didn't. Yeah, I never used a Dreepy, Dragapult. That's when I stopped playing Pokemon. Another Goodra. Baxcalibur. I didn't play that Pokemon either. I think I go for one Supersonic. I go for one Supersonic, and if it doesn't land, I don't. I just Sonic it. Yeah. Did I miss any? Is there really not that many? The newer gens get easier and easier. I haven't played past Sword and Shield. After Sword and Shield, I lost interest in Pokemon, because that's when they started getting extremely greedy. And I was like, I can't. It's a multi-million-dollar company getting greedy for some reason. They want you to pay for online. They want you to pay for their servers that barely function, because Nintendo does not know how to do online play very well at all. So they wanted you to pay for online. They wanted you to buy both of the Pokemon games, which they were doing for years, which is already, like, that's already greedy, but they were making millions off that. And then both the games had DLCs that you had to buy separately for both of those games. I'm just like... And the game sucked! It wasn't even good! It was ass! Like, objectively, the story sucked. And I was like... that's when I lost interest in Pokemon. I was like, okay, I'm gonna... That's just like the game wasn't fun. It was overpriced. They got more greedy. They were just like asking for more while doing less, and I'm just like, I don't care. I still watch like Nuzlockes on Pokemon, and like I have years of Pokemon knowledge just like ingrained in me from playing all the games growing up. Honestly, I feel like Thunder Wave is just better than Supersonic. Right? Because it has 100 accuracy. I mean, yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. But, what was I gonna say? I was in the middle of yapping about Pokemon. I hate Game Freak, and I will probably not buy a Pokemon game for a while. Unless I do something really good. Pokemon Stadium? Or not, was it called Stadium? One of the recent games they released where I've been seeing a lot of, like, PV... you know, Pokemon Y is one of your favorites. Pokemon X and Y Champions, yeah. Pokemon Champions, I was debating getting. That looks fun. But I don't know if it's enough for me to warrant playing on a Switch again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I grew up playing Pokemon for a year, so I have like a bunch of like useless knowledge. Pretty well, not useless because I can like team build pretty well, and I know like every basic thing about Pokemon just from playing it for over 10 years. But I'm definitely retired, is the best way to put it. Like, I haven't actually played Pokemon in a while. I very casually emulate the game sometimes, which I'm doing now. But usually I just do it off stream, like I do it on my phone or something, and I'll play like Pokemon Yellow up until like a few gyms and get bored. I'll revisit the games. But it, like Pokemon started getting greedy, and then their games sucked. Like I think Scarlet and Violet was the one where I'm just like, how do you make a game run so bad as a multi-billion-dollar company? Because Pokemon makes like I want to say multi-million. No, they're not. They're definitely a billion-dollar industry at this point. And you can't make a game run. Your game doesn't run properly. Like, you're joking. Like, you make all this money on Pokemon shit. Like, it became the same thing with Call of Duty. Just like Call of Duty has been so ass for so long, I just stopped buying the games. Like 2019 was the last COD that was decent. I just haven't touched COD since 2019 one. And that's like what, 7 years now? Coming on to 8? I hate these yapping segments, but we have to do this progress. This is probably my least favorite part of Black and White games, as far as replayability goes. There is so much fucking talking! Holy fucking yap in these generations. I fucking yeah. I love Pokemon Black and White. I have a nostalgia for it because it was my first Pokemon game ever. But replayability wise, holy fuck, is this awful? I don't care. I don't care. I've seen this movie 100 times. I don't care. Hold on, Bryson, man. Bryson. Oh, I forgot they made the Ice Gym leader to an actor for this. Oh yeah, the third gym is a bug type. I forgot about that. I just remembered because you take the boat over to Castilla City after this, right? And then you go into the sewers with your rival, and that's probably where I'm gonna farm XP. I'm probably gonna XP farm in that sewer segment because all my stuff is low level. Because I'm sure you've noticed my team is all like pretty balanced. They're all like level 10, just about like 10. I don't even think I have a level 15 yet. So I'm gonna have to abuse that the double battle segment with your companion later. But yeah, my favorite part about Pokemon was definitely team building. I remember replaying the games a bunch and just like trying to have a different team every time. And then I would use Pokemon like Kricketot and Platinum, and I'm like, I regret this decision. This thing's actually unusable. Or like I would try to make what's the grass type in Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver that you get early on? Hoppip. It evolves into Jimpluff? Is that the name of it? The thing with the cotton ball head. That thing was surprisingly useful. It wasn't the best Pokemon ever, but like it was one of those like shockingly usable ones. And then I tried to use Ledian in my Crystal playthrough. That thing was awful. The Grass Star? No, that's Chikorita. No, I knew you're talking about Meganium. I'm talking about Hoppip. You catch it by where you catch Mareep. It's by I remember the spot you catch it. It's the same spot you catch Mareep. It's after the first gym leader when you go down into that segment with the water. I remember the exact spot to where to catch it, but I can't remember its fucking name. That's how weird of a nerd I am. Like I have the game like memorized in my head, but I don't have the names there. I was like, I know where to catch everything. Haxorus is one of your favorites? Oh, is that a pseudo? I forgot about Haxorus. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about Haxorus. Actually, it was pretty cute though. No, but could be. I'm shocked it isn't. If anything would look like a legendary, I feel like that would be considered a pseudo. No, a giant dragon with horns. It looks like one. You could fool me if you showed me that. I'd be like, that's probably a very strong Pokemon. Oh, it's gonna bother me. What the fuck's the name of the Pokemon? Jimpluff. Jumpluff. Where is it? This thing is surprisingly useful. After Black 2, what am I gonna play? Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, it is fast as fuck. Is what you mean? Because it's not very tanky. I assume you mean fast. It has some pretty good setup. Like, it's not the best Pokemon, but it's definitely something you wouldn't normally use, and that's why I used it in one of my playthroughs. I'm like, this thing's pretty fun. Honestly, but of all the generations, I think the most underwhelming starters was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, just because of how they power creeped that game. Like, I don't think I liked any of the starters in that game. They kind of just got overshadowed by how easy the game is. Like, they just kind of, like, you could just sweep the game with pretty much anything. You had your Amphiroses, you had your... What other water or fire? You're talking about Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Cyndaquil, not Fraligator, Totodile. Fraligator's the evolution. Totodile and Chikorita. But, like, that game, like, you could literally sweep it with anything. Like, you can catch a Magikarp by... Well, no, you can't really catch a Magikarp until pretty late in that game. Right, your first fishing rod is until, like, the 4th gym? You almost always choose a water starter in every game? My first ever starter? Can I just leave? Or do I have to do this? I don't wanna. Can I leave? No, I have to. I don't wanna. Okay, fine. My first ever starter was Snivy. So I always pick a grass starter from every game I play now. Except for this one, because in my Pokemon Black and White playthrough, I picked Snivy already, so I don't feel like using Snivy twice. So I'm just... I picked Snivy and now I picked Oshawott. You had to choose Samurott, he is cool as fuck. Honestly, Black and White's pretty stacked for design-wise. They were all, I don't think you could go wrong with the starters. If I were to pick like the weakest one, I'd have to say Emboar is kind of weak. But even him, he's kind of cool. You can't lie, he's kind of cool. Like, I feel like the worst starter lineup... Design-wise? Yeah, that has to go to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Cyndaquil... Or, Typhlosion, Feraligatr, and Meganium, they're very basic, so like concept, like, just like... Like, just like, design-wise, kind of ass, but like... My least favorite starter ever is probably Chespin. I hate Chespin's design. Chespin isn't a bad Pokemon. Like, it's like it had that cool spiky shield gimmick where you could like do reflect damage and it was pretty tanky. But I hate its design. I fucking hated that thing. Hold on, let me pull that up. I did not like the Chespin line of evolution. I hated this. Like, this thing is terrible. Like, I did not like this thing designed. And, like, it was competing with Greninja and Delphox. Like, I love grass starters, and, like, I obviously picked the grass starter. My first playthrough of every Pokemon game, I have a rule where I pick the grass starter. It's just what I do, because my first ever starter was Snivy, so I keep that tradition. But I hated this thing's design. This thing was ugly. I hated it. I don't know why. I did not fuck with the design. Water starters? What would be the weakest water starter? Because for me, the grass starter, the weakest one to use. Because I'm more of the team building side of things. I love to team build in Pokemon. So Meganium is just such a weak choice. Like, every other starter has a place. Venusaur is broken. Like, Venusaur has poison in its typing, so you can use it as like a... You could use it to not get poisoned. You could also use it a toxic setup, which is always just broken. What's the next one after that? What's after Venusaur? What's second gen? What's Gen 2 starters? I have to remember which one is. Gen 2... Oh, Gen 2 is Meganium, right? Because that's Crystal? Yeah, okay, Crystal is Meganium. So Meganium is definitely the weak one. Then Gen 3 Sceptile is really fun. Sceptile is just a fast nuking green type. Green type. I call grass type green type. I'm fucking cooked. I'm sick. Anyways, but my brain's not here. I love Sceptile. Sceptile is probably my favorite. No, I'd say my favorite to use. It has to be Venusaur just because of that flexibility with the poison typing. Venusaur's up there. I know that's basic answer. Let me see all the Gen stars. I have to remember. Pokemon starters. Because I'm going off memory. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go through all the grass starters, and then we'll go to water stars. So, Ivysaur or Bulbasaur. I love using Venusaur. Design-wise, kinda eh. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's Gen 1, so it's like it's a flower. It's poisonous. It's a cool concept. Using it, it's very flexible, just because it's grass poison, and I don't think there's many grass poison types now that I think about it. Gen 3, well, Gen 2, Meganium is probably my least favorite. Not design-wise. Design-wise, it's pretty cool. I like flowers and all. It's mid, but it's not bad. Using Meganium, definitely one of the weaker Pokemon. Like, there's some like solar beam setup you can do with it. Gen 3, Sceptile is very fun. Sceptile is he's pretty basic to use. He's just really a grass stab physical Pokemon that is just fast. He just outspeeds and nukes. I mean, you can use Giga Drain sometimes on it, but Giga Drain's really not that strong on Sceptile because its special attack is kind of mid. It's definitely more of a physical attacker, from what I remember. Gen 4, Turtwig. Oh, Turtwig's an interesting one because grass and ground is interesting in concept. And that 4x ice weakness is brutal, but there's not many ice types used in general. So, it's very... Torterra is very strong, considering how little ice types there are, and... just grass and... grass and ground is some pretty good coverage for stab damage. Torterra is definitely up there. Like, he's pretty basic, but he's pretty fun to use. I don't really, like... Wait, what? Of course I can. Snivy I just talked about. Snivy is, like... Snivy's a weird one. Snivy's a weird one. There's some fun coil setups. You can do Substitute Leech Seed. That's what I did my last playthrough, my Pokemon Black and White playthrough. I did a Substitute Leech Seed setup with my Survivor. Design-wise, it's a snake. It's just there's not much to talk about. It's just grass snake. it's pretty basic. What's Gen 6? Oh, Chespin. It's not bad to use. I forgot. Substitute is really good. Well, Substitute already is really good. Add health and healing. Like if you yeah, just like Milotic is also pretty good because of recover. Or anything with leftovers just makes Substitute just broken. Chespin is kind of fun to use. I just hate its design. It had a cool gimmick with like the reflect damage. It's basically a built-in Rocky Helmet. Which if you also use the Rocky Helmet, you could do a bunch of reflect damage. So it was kind of fun to use. I just hated its design. It was ugly. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Rowlet? Is that the name of the owl? Gen 7? What's the name of the Gen 7 one? Is that Rowlet? It turns into that hold on, let me find a better page of this. Let's pull up some Bulbapedia. When in doubt, Bulbapedia. Yeah, Rowlet. I don't really remember much about Rowlet. Rowlet's kind of one of those forgettable starters, if I'm honest. Grookey, I didn't play that generation. Rowlet's Sword and Shield, right? That's probably why it's forgettable. I'm sure Rowlet was fun, or was good, but it was just ruined by a bad game. And then Grookey, I've just never used. I didn't play that game. I forgot what game that was. Is that Scarlet and Violet? I just didn't play it, so I have no opinion on Grookey. Sprigatito? I haven't used that. Brout, I haven't used that. So I have no opinion. Okay, that was a long yap to get to there, but as far as water types go, I'm gonna go down your list of water types now. Squirtle. Squirtle is pretty simple. Cool design, it's a giant turtle. It's pretty basic as Gen 1. Usefulness, it's just a tanky water type. It's a tanky water type, but like the problem with water types is they have so many weaknesses that being tanky you kind of don't want. It has some fun gimmicks, like what is it, Skull? The Skull, the normal type move where you take a turn, you tuck your head in, get defense, and then hit them the next turn. I forgot the name of that move, but that was a pretty fun gimmick to use them with. It's not Shell Smash. Shell Smash is that it buffs your attack and lowers your defense move. I forgot what it's called. You gotta go, have fun. Okay, you have a good one. I was gonna go through all the water types, but I guess not. Alright, I was too busy yapping about the grass types. Alright, you have a go. HM cut. Oh yeah, I forgot there's still HMs in this game. Who's my HM slave? Who has the unfortunate fate of being an HM slave? Can I teach cut to the Pidove? Can I make Pidove my HM slave? No. Fook. Uh, 50. Also, wait, they made cut 95 accuracy in this gen? That's just evil. Okay, where's Route 20? I don't remember what that's at. I do not have this map memorized. Riverbank. Route 20 is all the way to the ranch, okay. Dun, 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 Ba, 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 ba. Are they hiding out in the ranch? I actually don't remember if this is where they end up being, but this would be the most obvious spot. Nope. They are not the ranch. Unless they end up hiding out here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, let me go cut that tree by the power plant or whatever it's called. Before I forget about it. I'm sure it has something useful there. Right. It could be completely useless, but... Super potion. Moderately useful. That'll come in clutch and shred some more. And I still never figured out how to get this item here. Yeah, amazing. The feature you don't support anymore. It's so exciting, like 10 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. It's probably, yeah, it's a good spot to call it. Because there's gonna be a lot of dialogue, and then there's that double battle segment, and I am not feeling too good. So I was gonna call it after the second gym battle, but I got caught up in yapping, and I was actually enjoying talking about Pokemon stuff again. But I am sick, and I am gonna go lay down. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that ain't good stuff. Bye bye.